talk to you a little bit about finding for sale by owners. This is a great opportunity for you to find houses for sale, houses that aren't on the MLS, houses that maybe the rest of the world doesn't know about. Now there's a handful of places you can go to start looking for these. First is simply driving for dollars, going through neighborhoods and looking for those signs that say for sale by owners. There's also several websites out there that you can join or search, such as FSBO, for saleByOwners.com. It's a great site. Another site that I use all the time is Craigslist. So Craigslist.org, I go to my area and I look for houses for sale, houses available, housing available, and then you have a chance you can click on either by broker or by owner, and I click on by owner and I just start sending out emails to those individuals. Other things that we can talk about are running ads that say, or bandit signs or flyers yourself that say we buy houses, and getting some of those for sale by owners to call you. Depending on what state you are, sometimes information for pre-foreclosures is also quite available and gives you lots of information. So that's another source for you as well. Search for sale by owners, pre-foreclosures. Start reaching out to these individuals. Start advertising your business to for sale by owners. So now that we know where to potentially find for sale by owners, and yes, you still have to go out and do the work and make it happen, let's talk quickly about how to talk to these for sale by owners. So let's say you give somebody a call because you saw a for sale by owner sign in their yard. Or maybe you sent out a letter to a pre-foreclosure saying that you can help them with their situation, and they give you a call. Or even somebody who saw your bandit sign that said, we buy houses cash, call this number. They give you a call, you get them on the phone. I always start out, again, very calmly saying, tell me a little bit about your home. I like to use the word home because home is an emotional place, house is an inanimate object. So start with, tell me about your home. Get as much information as you can from them. Now, depending on who you talk to, you might get a ton of information, or you might get, it's like pulling teeth to try to get information. You're going to have to ask some follow-up questions. Now after that, my next important factor is to find out how motivated they are. So I ask 2 questions to determine their motivation. Number 1, the follow-up to the tell me about your home is, wow, that sounds like a lovely home. Why is it that you're selling? That'll give me a reason. Is do they have to sell because of a job transfer, health issues, whatever the circumstances are, that'll start painting a picture of their motivation. The second follow-up question to that is, well, how quickly do you need to sell? Because again, this is another factor of how motivated they are. The more urgent it is, the more motivated they're going to be. Now the next factor I need to find out when I'm talking to them is, tell me a little bit about the repairs that needed from your home. Now I ask this differently because depending on who I talk to, I get different responses. You know, if you simply ask somebody, what's wrong with your house? Well, there's nothing wrong with the house, right? You're going to get not necessarily the response that you need to be able to actually do the math and run the numbers on this, right? So if it's an absentee owner, meaning somebody who doesn't live in the house, say, you know, it's an estate sale and I'm talking to the daughter and she's selling her mom's house. Or maybe it's a tired landlord. He's been renting this place forever and he's over it. So the question I ask to an absentee landlord is, if you were to move into this house yourself, what improvements, what updates would have to be made for you to move in? See the difference there? And then also I stereotype between men and women. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but over my years of experience this has really helped me. If I'm talking to a man, I always joke that men have the Tim the Toolman Taylor mentality. Whether they actually do the work on the house themselves or not, they still like to be proud of what they've had done for the house. So if I'm talking to a man, I simply say, what updates or improvements have you had made to the home? Now, he will usually start listing off anything that he's had done. If they've lived in the house for 20 years and they've got the same roof, the same furnace, the same water heater, those are things that you can start adding to your list. Now women, we're kind of the opposite. We have a tendency to complain a fair amount. You know, we definitely let our feelings know a little bit more. So what I like to do when I'm talking to a female is ask what updates or improvements they would have liked to have happen to their home. And again, you'll start hearing stories about how somebody down the street got a new kitchen and she's dealing with the same old kitchen, or whatever it may be, or maybe there's something that rattles at night and makes her crazy, whatever that may be. From there, I simply tell them that I am a real estate investor, that I buy houses one of 2 ways. One, I can close quickly and pay cash. However, to do that, I need a discount. Now, this would give me an opportunity to wholesale this property, correct? Which is our whole focus here. Or I tell them there's other things that I can do, is I can get them closer to what they need, not necessarily what they want, but closer to what they need by by negotiating some sort of terms or carrying payments or something like that. And again, that is another opportunity that if you have a deal structured, that is something else you can also wholesale to another individual. So just some tips on finding for sale by owners, and also how to talk to them when you do get them on the line. Thanks, and have a great day.